What is up, my Pop-Tarts? This is Trickster77 The Blues, and today I'll be talking about my impressions and speculations on the newcomer Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening, so let's get started. I decided to wait for a few days to see if Sakurai will release anything new about Robin, and it appears he did. Before we get into this information, let me tell you on how Robin was able to use a sword and a tomb at the same time. If you ever play Fire Emblem Awakening, Robin's main class is a tactician, later on upgraded to a grandmaster. Both those classes are able to use swords and tombs, hence why he's able to use swordsplay and magic on this match battlefield. That's all I can usually tell you about Robin because I heard that a lot of people still haven't played Fire Emblem Awakening yet, so I want you guys to play the game yourself and tell me what you think. Because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that couldn't have been added to Robin's final smash instead of using Chrom, but it is what it is. What if male and female Robin have an alternate costume? Basically a Grandmaster's outfit. Whoa. That will look amazing. But, I'm scratching my head right now. Why would they pick the Tactician's outfit instead of the Grandmaster's, even though it looks better? I mean, later on, I mean, they eventually get the Grandmaster's, class, but, it's kind of awkward. They shouldn't make that as default, but whatever. Now, according to this post from Sakurai himself, he basically gave us the specials only for both male and female Robin. So let's take a look. And also for the 11 sword too, but we'll get to that later. Thunder, L Thunder, Arc Thunder, and Thoron as a neutral special. Elwyn as an up special, which is a pretty good recovery if you ask me. Arcfire as a side special. And Nosferatu as a down special, which is I'm scratching at my head about because Tacticians and Grandmasters aren't supposed to use dark magic. They're not capable of using dark magic because, you know, they're not dark mages or dark knights and stuff. Sorry to get into more details about the classes because Tacticians and Grandmasters are not supposed to use dark magic, so yeah, that's what I'm scratching my head about. And besides, why is he using Nosferatu in the first place? Nosferatu is dark magic that lets the user regenerate their opponent's health. But how much? Well, according to the Fire Emblem game, it really depends on your resistance towards magic. If your resistance is low, then you're going to lose a lot of health from that opponent. So, give or take, I might say 5% because it shouldn't be a threat to others on the battlefield. I mean, hopefully this doesn't become an OP special, so just pray on that. Take a look at this footage right here. You see Robin speed reading through his tomb because he's charging for his thunder attacks, such as Thunder, L Thunder, Arc Thunder, and Thoron. I remember from the trailer saying that he can only use his tomb for so many times. But the question is, how much? Well, according to the trailer, the Thoron Blast pretty much took out almost everyone off the field. And it seems to be a powerful move. But then again, all their opponents' percentage should be high as well. So they could be in like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or above 100s. We don't know. The Thoron could be a 20 damage neutral special. But as for an estimate, I'll say about 8 times he can use his tomb. So as for Thoron, it will be 4 usage. For Arc Thunder, it will be 3. L Thunder will be 2. And Thunder will be 1. But as for the beam itself, I'm pretty sure that it's avoidable. Just make sure you block and be more evasive, and you should be fine. I mean, it's all about timing when it comes to Thoron too, and charging too. I wonder how long you're supposed to charge for that attack anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's avoidable. And besides, if you use Thoron 2 times, then you will have to discard that tomb, and he might be vulnerable if he doesn't have his 11 sword or bronze sword. I forgot to note that right after he discards his Thunder Tomb, he will switch to his Elwyn. But don't worry, for some reason he doesn't charge with Elwyn, he just throws wind slashes at you. As for Arcfire basically just looks like a side special for Zelda, so it's fine. Now let's take a look at Robin's swords. So let's start with the bronze sword. The bronze sword is your typical sword. You use it to swing it around. There's no special effect towards the other opponents on the battlefield, just your ordinary sword. But just like the tombs, they also have limit too. When they break, that's when Robin switches to his 11 sword. Now, let's get into that. First, let me teach you guys about the 11 sword. So, the 11 sword is basically a magical sword that is used in the Fire Emblem series. And I will be talking about the 11 sword in the Awakening version. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the 11 sword also do certain effects in certain series. So, I'll be only talking about the Awakening version. So what the 11th sword does is basically a magical sword, and it really depends on the magic stats of the user. So as for Chrom, his magic stat is really low, so it was not recommended for him to use the 11th sword, because 1, he sucks with magic, and 2, why would you equip a lord with 11th sword? So, as for Robin, Robin has a really high magic stat, hence why he uses the 11th sword. And 11th swords are usually used by this class called Tricksters. Tricksters only use sword, but they also have a very high magic stat as well, which is why they usually use the 11th sword. All it does is it sends lightning from the sky and damage their foes. It really depends if they're really resistant to magic, because if they're really resistant to magic, then the 11th sword is actually useless, unless your magic stat is pretty high, so there's that. But looking from the trailer here, it seems that Robin is using the 11th sword to hit people with physically and not to hit them with the magic. But that can work. I mean, I'm really fine with that. I mean, I just think that the 11th sword does a little bit more damage than the bronze sword, since the 11th sword is more like a magical sword. And in my preference, I see tacticians be more better with magic than with physical weapons anyway. So that's a good thing to do with the 11th sword. Good job, Sakurai. So as the tombs in the bronze sword, the 11th sword also has its own limit. Here's the good news for you guys. The bronze sword can last twice as longer as the 11th sword. And that's pretty much a good thing. And I don't have a problem with that. But the thing is that if the Thunder Tomb, the Wind Tomb, the Bronze Sword, and the 11th Sword are all used up and they have to regenerate, all the user has is Arcfire and Nosferatu. To make it even worse, Elwyn is his or hers up special, so how can they recover without that tomb? They could have an alternate recovery, but it would be a lot more weaker than the Elwyn's recovery. I wouldn't think about this too hard. I mean, once the weapons are used up, I believe the weapons that are regenerating will be already done. So, like I said, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't think about that type of situation, or else I'll probably jinx all of us. Now for the long-awaited topic, Robin's final smash. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I know a lot of Chrom fans right now are really butthurt because what Sakurai did in the trailer. And I completely understand that. And guys, you need to listen. First off, I am a huge Fire Emblem fan. And guess what? I am satisfied. Alright, you guys are maybe shocked. Or probably call me a fake for being a fake Fire Emblem fan. I don't know. But the reason why that I'm satisfied, because if you ever play Fire Emblem Awakening, Chrom and Robin are really close. Like, so damn close. It's just, they're like bros. You can call them a couple unless Robin was a lady, because it is possible to have Chrom married to female Robin. Don't believe me? Play the game yourself. But whenever I see Robin's final smash, I think of friendship. Oh god, Robin is so much a fairy tale. But hell, look, I know it was a poor choice for having Chrom in a final smash, but hell, at least you get to see Chrom in Smash. I mean, he could have turned out as an assist trophy and stuff, but hell, Sakurai loves to troll, and it just is what it is. I'm pretty much satisfied because I'm satisfied with Robin and Lucina. And yes, I'll get to the topic with Lucina in another video, because I know a lot of people are really hating on Lucina. So, but as for Chrom, I feel satisfied. Chrom's and Robin's final smash, it looks pretty badass. It looks sort of similar to Ike's a little bit, but all you see is Chrom is slashing up Captain Falcon along with Robin and casting a lot of spells on him. Basically, just it's more like a team. It's almost like a team final smash to me. But hell, should be. But yeah. And besides, they did on Captain Falcon. He stepped into Fire Emblem territory and crap, messing with the girl. And the guy came in and be like, "Hey, what you doing with my girl?" I mean, that could be possible, having Robin married to Lucina. But then again, that'll make Robin a pedophile, because if you think about it, Lucina is Chrom's child, and she came back from the future, so... Oh god, that'd be so freaking weird. I mean, that is possible to have Robin married to Lucina. Oh god, that's weird. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say for Robin's Final Smash. Overall, I think Robin's a pretty nifty character. The only things I sort of have a problem with is Thoron and the Dark Magic, because Tacticians and Grandmasters are not meant to use Dark Magic. And I'm really worried about Nosferatu and stuff. Hopefully you only get to use that once and everything. I'm not sure, but hell, I mean Nosferatu is a health draining magic. So, oh boy, can't wait to see how that plays out. But we won't know for sure on how Robin's gonna play until the game releases. So we all have to play the waiting game, guys. That's how it is. That's how it is. And that is all for today, my Pop-Tarts. In the next video, I'll be talking about Lucina and all the other stuff. Oh boy, I'm gonna probably have a rant about Lucina too. And it might get a lot of hate from that too, but whatever. It is what it is. It's about opinions, people. But anyways, that is all for today, my Pop-Tarts. This is Trickster signing out. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and also let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more types of these videos, speculations on new games, speculations on characters. Just let me know. I'm trying to do something new here, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I love Fire Emblem. So my apologies if I don't do speculations on other newcomers. So yeah, sorry. So anyways. Thank y'all for watching, and peace out, everyone.